Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurwreck Autos HQ. So guys, today we are going to be working on two cars. The first one, the Vauxhall Corsa. We're going to get this all finished off for the customer. I know I was getting a lot of comments last night. People were saying, just be careful, just be careful. You don't know, he's going to take the car, he's not going to pay you. You know, I was getting a lot of that, but this guy is sound. I know he's going to be absolutely fine. We're going to get it finished today, and he's going to come and collect it, and he's going to pay me this afternoon. Don't get me wrong, he's not taking the car until he does pay me. I'm holding them keys. I'm going to hide the keys somewhere in the unit. But no, honestly, guys, he's absolutely spot on. He's a nice guy. He's really, really sound. And no doubt that we're going to have no problems when it comes to being paid for this job. And then once we've done this, we're going to jump on to the Renault Clio. We're going to try and get that front bumper off so we can see the damage behind. So a damage assessment, we're just going to see how much time we've got left after we've completed the Vauxhall Corsa. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's do this. Guys, just before I set you up on the tripod with the time lapses and start, you know, putting all this back together, just want to quickly show you what happened yesterday. So if you was watching yesterday's video, at the very end, we managed to start the car, and we was getting a little bit of vibration, a little bit of problem with the engine. I worked out what it was, and it's basically just I've not quite finished with checking, making sure it's all put back together. I wasn't quite completed. So yeah, I kind of rushed into trying to start the car. Basically, what it was is that pipe right here. I think it's a vacuum pipe. It goes into the side of the intake there. That pipe was disconnected, and I just sort of yesterday done just a little bit of a, you know, check around. I was thinking, is it a sensor? Something weren't quite plugged in, because like I said to you, I ain't finished with it. I've just got to do all my checks. I always do checks like this at the end, just sort of make sure that any wires go underneath. Just check. And let me show you. It's still saying oil change on this. It's saying oil change. And that little oil right there, look, it's come up. I've got to... Even though I'm not getting paid for it, guys, I've got to check and fill up the oil, engine oil, if it's needed. Because I can't leave it like it. I really just can't. He ain't going to pay me for it, but I've got to do it because it's just the way I am. But as you can see, ticking over, lovely, really nice. Someone did say to me that it could be, that light on the dash could be an oil sensor or an oil pressure light or something, they were saying. But yeah, you know, I'll check the oil, make sure that the engine's up to where it should be, and then just top it up to the level that it should be at. But like I said, I'm not getting paid for that, so you know, a lot of garages will just refuse to do anything apart from what they're getting paid for. But I believe it's just nice. It's just the way, you know, I like to do. So once I've got the car, I'm going to check it all over. And obviously we've got to get it up to temperature as well to get that coolant circulating as well. So we'll do that as well. So let me set you up, guys, and let's get this one finished. Let's do this. Right, okay, well guys, there we go. Apart from the number plate, she's all back together. Got to do a test drive to make sure that it's all, you know, working good, goes into gear, stuff like that. We could probably tell that. So has it got any? Turn that off. Yeah, we've got all gears anyway. Yep. Yep, we've got gears. Just got to take for a little test drive, I think. And then just check to make sure that, you know, I might just bleed it a couple of times as well, just to make sure that there's you know, there's no air in the system and stuff like that. But, you know, I've kind of done, yeah, I'm done with this one. I say kind of because it's very, very hard for me to not, I'm finding things on this car and it's very, very hard for me not to touch it because I'm not getting paid. It's very, very difficult because if it was mine, I'd be going all over it and making sure it is absolutely spot on. But we've done our job, guys. I've done exactly what I'm getting paid for. And yeah, can't do no more than that. So I'm going to chuck the number plate on the front, take it for a test drive, and then we're going to come back and then I'm going to bring in the Renault Clio. And we're going to take the front end off to see if there's any damage behind that bumper. And we're going to crack on with the repair because the paint shop actually want that in a couple of days. So I need to get it stripped down to check. So yeah, bear with me, guys, and I'll see you in a minute. Right, okay. So guys, took the little Vauxhall Corsa out for a little test drive. Drives perfect, absolutely spot on. So yeah, all goes into gear, change is lovely, clutch is lovely, lovely clutch. So yeah, those clutches though, when you change them, they do need a little bit of bedding in, only for sort of a few miles from that. So by the time you've bedded it in, it just feels a bit, it'll get better and better. But yes, that one's done. The customer is going to be picking it up this afternoon. So we can now get on with the Renault Clio. I want to get this front end completely off the bumper and have a look behind the bumper for the, you know, if there's any damage behind there or whatever. And then basically just get it ready for the paint shop. And then he's going to, he's going to take it in a couple of days. But yeah, let me show you what I have done because when I first showed you this car, we had a flat tyre. We now have two brand new matching front tyres on this car. They just had to be this. I had to change this one, and I thought, do you know what? Let's just get two new tyres for the front, and yeah, that's that done with, dealt with. I have got the service kit as well, which just turned up, which is in this box here. That's got the service kit in that. That's for this one. But I don't know whether or not we're going to be able to get that done today. We'll see. Most importantly, at the minute, is to get this bumper off, to have a look behind the bumper to see if any damage. So, I'll set you up, guys. Let's get cracking. Let's do this. Right, guys, well, that is the bumper off. And we've just got to do a little bit of repair to the back end and the front. And then the bumper has got to go back on. That is exactly what... I'm doing exactly what the painter has asked me to do. So, yeah, I'm only going to do that on this one because it's a right funny colour. And apparently it needs... You can't just... It's not just a base coat. You need two. Which is this stuff, if they've called it that, which I think is an undercoat or it's a three-part. I'm not sure. He did tell me. But it's a right funny, really a hard one to match. So he's going to have to do it on the card first and then just keep testing it on the card. And then that's the base top coat. Yeah, very, very strange. Not come across this before, and that's why I literally took the car to him. Drove it all the way to him. Absolutely drove spot on as well, this car. And he just basically told me, I said, yeah, he said, take the bumper off, do the repair back on the back end and the front end, sort all that out. He said, use fiberglass on the back end to fill that hole and to do any repairs to that. We have got a split wire here, so we're going to have to do a little repair on the wiring that's come through, which is no problem. It's just for the spotlight, so we've got to deal with that in a minute, and we've got to do the repair to the bumper and then put the bumper back on in place. But let me show you behind the bumper, not only for you guys to have a look, but obviously the new owner can have a look to see the damage behind. And I've got to be honest, there is none. I've gone all over it and checked. There is no damage to any of these parts. Even the crash bar, I was checking to make sure the crash bar hasn't been hit in. Compare it to this side as well. And it's exactly the same profile on both sides. So that ain't been touched at all. No plastics are damaged. Just nothing at all behind this bumper. Got absolutely lucky when it comes to this front end. It could have been worse. We could have had all this damage and bits and pieces, and it hasn't. So, yes, thankfully, yeah, all we've got to do is deal with the repair on the bumper. And I think I'm going to have time to do a service on this one. So what I'm going to do, I've took the underneath tray off. And we're going to drop the oil filter, which is underneath there. Oil as well, drop that down. So that'll be that part sorted out. And then we've got the air filter, which is in here. And the new oil. So, yeah, let's... before I get set back up, guys, I just want to quickly let you know. Today, I have actually been bidding on some new projects for us to do. I've won two at Salvage Copart today, but they're both on approval. And at the minute, I'm not sure if they're going to let me have them because we're a little bit apart when it comes to what I want it for and what they want. So we'll see. I'll let you know how that goes. Hopefully they'll let me know by the end of today. If not, I'll let you know Monday. So hopefully, guys, fingers crossed, we've got some new projects coming in next week to keep us busy. Because, yeah, I need some stuff to work on. But let's get cracking with the service parts and the repairs to the bumper. Let's do this. Right, okay. Well, guys, first of all, that's the service nearly done. All we've got to do is do the cabin filter on this one. Apart from that, the air filter has been done. You saw that. The oil change, the oil filter, which is underneath. That's all been done. So that's nearly done. I'm going to finish this off on Monday. This bumper, as you can see, we first of all put some fiberglass on the inside. This is obviously the wire ready to be connected back up, but that's the one that's broke for the fog light. We've done some staples, hot staples on the underneath there to staple that together. That is solid now, absolutely solid. And then we've put some filler on the areas where we need to. We might have to put a little bit more on that because the fiberglass is not dry, so it's kind of pushing it both ways. So Monday we'll come back to this and find out if we need to do any more. But this really needs a good drying over the weekend, which it will do because it is Friday today. So I'm going to leave it like that until Monday. That is going to be the end of today's video, guys. Let me know what you think. Drop me a comment down below. How's it going? It should be pretty easy, this one now. Now I know that nothing else needs to be replaced and changed. It shouldn't be that bad. I've got the fire going over there because it is absolutely freezing in here. But it's just a bit because obviously the day, the sun has dropped and it's getting dark out there, and then all of a sudden it's getting so cold in here. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to finish it off. I'm going to have a great weekend, guys. I'm going to finish off my Christmas shopping this weekend. And we're going to come back to this on Monday. The two cars that I mentioned that I did win at Sandwich today, one of them, they have come back to me, I'm not kidding you, 6 times. And every time they've coming back to me, they've dropped their reserve by £50 a time. 6 times. I've never won a car at Copart, and that's happened to me. So I'm sticking to my original bid. I always do. I never, ever take their offer. Always stick to the original bid because we make our money when we buy the cars, not when we sell the cars. Anyway, I will let you know how that goes on Monday. Did they let me have it or not? I'm assuming now it's getting close to sort of 4:15. And the offices at the insurance companies are going to be closed very soon. So I'll very much doubt if they let me have him today, if anything. And I will let you know on Monday how that is going. So, guys, that's it. Don't forget, drop me a comment, give the video a thumbs up, and I'll see you on Monday. Have a great weekend. Thanks for watching. See you soon.